And in this video, I'm going to talk about forms to use when you're on the road so that you can keep track of your showings. You can sit down and interview a client. So I've got all the forms that I use on here, and I'm going to show you 5 of those forms today. A buyer showings form, pre-listing interview form, doing a receipt, and a pre-buyer interview form. So with all of those forms, I can cover most of the things that I need to go ahead and show the property or to go into the interview, on talking to the client and so forth, and how to keep record of the history of all these things so that you always have them with you, whether you're on the road or in your home office. So here we go with the video on how to really handle forms and how you can download them from my webpage, edsclubs.com/iPad, all lower letters on the word iPad. Here we go. Thanks. So let's get into this right away. You'll see I have PDF Expert here on the taskbar. You'll notice some things up top up here. This is iOS 15, where you can put some widgets on your screen so that you can get to them quickly, like the time of day or my calendar or whatever. So anyway, PDF Expert I'm going to use in this. I can do this without PDF Expert, but not quite as efficiently as with the actual application. I do have it on my iPad and my iPhone. I used to have it on my computer, but I found that it just don't need it on there anymore with the PDF applications that I have. I'm on a Mac, so I'm using Preview. On a Windows, I would assume you'd use something like Adobe Acrobat. So let's open up PDF Expert here. And if you've taken my classes, you've seen closed, current business, and forms. The closed folder is all the properties that I've sold, so I can refer to them at any time. Let's go into one here. Let's go into Ben Adler here. That's in Scarborough. If I ever talk to the clients at all, I can say, oh yeah, I remember the house very well. As a matter of fact, if I go in there, they had a blue carpet in the dining room and the living room. And you had a microwave up there just under the kitchen. I remember it quite well. And the tile floor and the so forth. So I've got a record of every house that I've sold where all the pictures of the houses are there. Yeah, I remember the laundry room. You had a nice workshop down there too, if I remember correctly. So it sounds pretty good when you're talking to a client that you have all that information with you all the time. Also, the backyard was quite nicely treed and fenced all the way around. So you've always got this when you're talking to your clients that you cared enough to keep all this information. So let's get back here again, and I'm going to go back up and show you in here closed current clients I'm working with hope you don't mind, but I don't want to show you that one. Demo, I've created that one today just so I can show you how to set this up, and forms. The forms is very important. Let's go into the demo first, and in here I'm going to create, bottom right, I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to call it Bill and Sylvia. So there we go. We got a nice folder of it for them. And I can put more clients in here that I'm dealing with. Go inside of there. I need, I think I'll bring some forms in first. So let me go back here. Now these forms, the same forms, not all of these, but a lot of these are available at edsclubs.com/iPad. That should be going across the bottom of the screen there so that you can copy it. So I want some forms. I'm going to up right here, pick on that little the little dots, and hit select. Select the buyer showings form. Let's see, I want pre-buyer interview, pre-listing interview, and let's say the receipt form also. So I need those 4 forms. I'm going to copy them. And then it says, where do I want to copy them to? Now I'm using Dropbox, but this is iCloud. You can go straight to iCloud, whatever you want. But I have pretty well all my stuff in Dropbox. I like Dropbox a lot. So I actually pay for it because I get a few extra things when I pay for it. So let's go down here, and we're going to go into Properties. And there's my folders, Closed, Current, Demo, and Forms. So we want to go into Demo. And we're going to go into Bill and Sylvia. That's who I'm working with. And I'm going to copy them. Now there they go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are now copied. So this pops up, so I can go straight to that folder by clicking here. rather than have to find it. So there's our forms. I would definitely create 2 more folders. One would be buying. I could have named it showings, whatever I want, and selling. So I want to get I'll do the select again, pre-buyer interview, buyer showings. So I'm going to tap those 2, and I'm going to hold them and drag them into buying. Waste your time, I won't move these 2 into the selling one. I'll just leave the buying one there for you. So tap done. Always remember to tap done in the upper right hand corner. Go into buying, and you can take your Apple Pencil or whatever you're using. Now you can do a presentation mode if I was doing a class. And my buyer criteria, I definitely fill this out when I'm doing a transaction. I get what are they looking for, all their information, and all kinds of blank space. Upper left up there, I can tap on that, and I can actually add pages to it if I want to with the menus items up here. So let's close that. Let's go back here and let's go into buyer showings. Okay, so get rid of that. So I'm going to tap the pencil up here, and I usually like a blue pencil, just used to it. So this is Bill. Now remember, I'm using the pencil, the Apple Pencil, and it is like writing with a ballpoint pen. So on the left column over here, I would be with my computer right now, and I have my computer going at the same time, finding the properties I want to show. And I would say, okay, November 16th, 2 to 3. And that's at 123 Cliffside. Okay, I'm still looking on my computer, and there's another property, I like that one, so I want to print those listings off my computer into Bill and Sylvia's folder here. So save them as a PDF, so I have them to use while I'm walking through the property. I don't want to print them. I don't want to be carrying paper with me while I'm showing. 2, 3 o'clock. And I'm going to show 15 Ironside Road. And I'll add another one here and another one here. Maybe I'm showing 4 properties today. I put the right column here. The reason I put that is because I grade the properties with the client, with my buyer. So I'll take the red pencil, and they'll say, well, the first one, it was a 3 out of 5. Okay, no, second one, forget it. The third one, I like that a lot. That's a 5, okay, and a 4. So you would grade them, and I do it with the client. You know, what if you were to grade that at 1 out of 5, what would it be? Or maybe 0 out of 5 if you want. So that's my form with the buyer showings form. Again, you can download those at the location I gave you, edsclubs.com/iPad. Now, let's go into selling. So I have nothing in there yet, pardon me. So I had a bit of an issue moving that before. Let me, pre-listing interview. Yeah, I moved to that. I must have not dragged it properly. So let's go in here, and I'll just briefly show you this one here. And it's pretty cool. This is what, I put their information up top up here as to who they are, their phone numbers, how long have they owned it, where you're going, why and when. The 3 most important questions you can ask: where you're going, why you're going, and when do you want to be there. So that's why they're right up the top up here. And I'm going to put information about the property down here, taking all my notes while I'm doing the pre-listing interview. Also, I put a space up top on purpose. I'll just get the eraser and get this out of here. So I have my space here. In the upper right, in the upper right up in here, I can put the photo, a photo or as many photos as I want to. I'm just going to hold my pencil down hard on the screen, and I'm going to go to image, just over here, and I'll grab that. It's a restaurant, so what the heck, put it in there. It's a restaurant up in Markham. It's called The School. If you're up in Markham, we just had dinner up there not long ago, and what a beautiful restaurant that is. Great meal, fine dining at its best. So I've got all my information on the property. So I've always got it with me. I'm never going to lose it. And that's just a brief overview of the forms. And I have set up 8,000 agents across Canada on how to do this and be 100% paperless. So all the showings are in there, everything that I showed and so forth. And I can go into closed transactions. Let's take a one down here. This one here is up in the northwest end. And previously shown, all the showing properties are in here. And I do copy the listings in so that I always have the listings just like this, every property that they saw. And I showed them, what have I got here, 5, 10, 13 properties before they bought one. And there is my form, just as an example. Oh, and we're doing it out of 10 there. So they wanted to do it out of 10. They didn't want to be just, and I've taken all my notes on that form. So you've always got that stuff with you. Never, and most important thing, if you ever get asked by anything by a lawyer, the first thing they're going to say is, where are your notes? Well, guess what? I've got all the notes here. And on here, I can go into all the showings, photos, and this is what they bought and all the showings. So I'm talking to them 2 years from now, 3 years from now. I can mention, yeah, you had the stairs going up just off the kitchen up to the second floor up there. And talk quite intelligently, I think, on the property. And the nice deck you had in the back with very nice, fully fenced yard. I remember it very well. So there you go. Hope that helps you. Again, get the forms, use them. And I've actually have a book on the Apple iBookstore. Don't download it. I forget how much it is, but it's outdated. I'm going to have to redo it. And if I do and you're a member of Ed's Club, I'll certainly send you a copy of it. Okay? All the best. Take care now. Bye-bye. So there you go. That's the system on taking all the forms that you really need. There are other ones in that forms folder you saw in mine, and tenant forms and so on and so forth. But those are the main ones that you're going to keep track of all your deals and all your listings that you're showing and downloading the listings and so forth. So hope you enjoyed it. It's not necessarily what you should do, but it's what I am doing. And if you want to copy that, feel free to do so. Thanks now. Bye.